record. And good morning, good afternoon. This is Lauren, aka Moses, and getting ready to do the third in our how to use GetResponse autoresponder. So right off the bat, this is going to be a fairly short one, so I'm going to move right along. First, let me share my screen. So hang on. And there you go. Okay, now what I've done is I have basically opened my autoresponder account, which of course is GetResponse, as you would know by now. And what we're going to cover today is how to set up the actual autoresponder, which is the automated emails that in sequences that you will send out to your future subscribers or your subscribers now. And providing them value like I'm hoping that I'm doing for you right now, helping them along their path to become successful entrepreneurs, affiliates, or whatever program they're actually going into. So moving along, again, we're going to go up to our desktop on the menu board. We're going to go to email marketing. And when we click on that, as you can see, it will take us to this point. What we want to do now, and I'm assuming that you've set up not created a newsletter specifically, but have actually got a list of who you want to send people to. And then after they get on your list, what information that you want to send them. Now, normally, when somebody first opts into somebody's list, some program or finding out information or getting a free download or whatever, for whatever reason that they're entering their information, they then can go, they will get an immediate message saying thank you, welcome, and kind of reminding them in a way what they just signed up for, what they just gave their information for. And then over a period of time, you will send out messages to them, giving them the value or telling about something that you feel is worth looking at, worth getting involved in. In other words, something you would recommend. Of course, you always remember that the decision is theirs, and they are just like you and me. They're people. They're not just an email address, and you want to try to give them value. If they're going to open your emails, make it worth their time. Okay. So anyway, we're going to set up the autoresponder. So as you can see, we're now at managing your autoresponders. Now over here, this hamburger icon, when you click on it, assuming something will happen, it gives us the list of what we have right here. Okay. Now, when you want to actually see the autoresponder as a calendar, this is what it's going to look like. And as you can see, I have various newsletters or emails in there, and there's space so that you're not just hammering somebody with a whole bunch of emails day after day after day, because frankly, pretty sure if you're like me, you're not going to open them pretty soon. You're just, unless they've got something really interesting, you're not going to take the time. So keep that in mind. Keep it in mind that the people at the other side of this camera that you're talking to, or that you're emailing a message to, or however you're doing it, they're people just like you. So look at it from the standpoint of what do you want and what would you like to see from somebody that is helping you. And so here we go. This is basically how you set it up. Like I said, this one is going to be pretty brief, but as you create it, then you can set them up. And then when you set these up, we'll go back real quick. When you set the newsletters up, You can then put them, like it says here, schedule. This one, they're sending. These are all sent. These are, as you can see, the difference in dates that they're going to go. And if you've been watching these, you're going to see that the first one on the GetResponse tutorial here is learning basic tools, and then this one is the one that they're sending now. So consequently, actually, both of these are going to go out today, and people will be able to get a chance to look at them, and hopefully, just like with this one, you guys will respond. You will, let me know. Was this helpful? Was it not helpful? Is there something else you would like to learn about? I'm just doing these briefly to give you a start, but there's always information available on these sites, which we went over the other day, and there's a help sections. You can pretty much find out anything you want. You can get the help, and it's good for you to learn how to do it yourself. But I also like to, I know when I first started, it was hard to figure things out totally on yourself, because you go to these sites and it's hard to follow, especially if you don't understand the language. So the one thing that I always recommend on every account and every one of these basic tools, have a 24/7 chat so that you can physically and immediately communicate with somebody on what you got going. But I'm going to very briefly step back through. You've set up your autoresponder, you've got your list, you're ready to go. Now you're going to go to, if you're using ClickFunnels, and I recommend ClickFunnels, you go there, and then this gives you all of your funnels. And when you click on the funnels, say on one particular funnel, which I just did this one, very quickly, it brings that funnel up, as you can see it here. You can edit it here, and I'll go through all of this on another one. So stay tuned. We will walk you through ClickFunnels, but it is part of what you're doing to build your business, okay? So we will get out of there, and we then ClickFunnels, and this is very, very critical. So I'm going to hold off on this one, and I'll probably go through it next, and then I'll go through the ClickFunnels. But for right now, what we're going to do is get set up on the autoresponders, and any questions, please do not hesitate to let me know. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. And at this point, again, I encourage you, take a look at these tools. If you're serious about your online marketing business, do it right. And doing it right is having the tools. It's like anything else. If you have a day job now, there are tools that are necessary for you to be able to do that job. This is no different. It's important that currently, whatever you're doing, you had to learn how to do certain things in order to be a benefit to yourself and to whomever hired you. So same thing here. If you're going to build a business, you need to do it right. I'm here to support you. 4% is here to support you. Get in touch. Communicate with us. Communicate with me. Again, bottom line, I am here, and I am pulling for your success. And again, Lauren, AKA Moses, have a great day.